which we can start earning from immediately, which is fully active. For those that joined earlier, I played a video talking about the share and earn part of it, but I'm going to be more practical about it today. So that's why we are dedicating this particular Zoom session presentation today just for that. So I'm going to be jumping straight into that. But before I do that, I want to be sure I'm clear, audible enough for everybody. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, just type in the box. If you can also see my screen, just type something in the box, plus, plus. I can see it, I can hear you, you're loud, you're clear, there's no sound distraction, there's no noise on my background. Just let me know so that I can be sure I have every one of you right here with me. I have 14 members right here. Please, are we all hearing me? Is my voice loud and clear enough? Is my voice very, very audible? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, thank you, Mr. Isaac. Okay, Mr. Wale, thank you so much. Madam Joy, all right, I appreciate. Okay, all right, good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so okay, good. Thank you very much. So let me just fly straight into what we have here. For those that might likely still, like maybe you are possibly joining us for the first time and you don't understand anything about Vitae, we have our dedicated YouTube channel. For that, if you go on YouTube, if you go right there on YouTube, once you get on YouTube, just search for Vitae Nigeria. Vitae Nigeria on YouTube. You are going to see a lot of our videos right there on it. Several of our videos there, we explained things about Vitae, how Vitae works, and all what have you. So we have several of them right there on our YouTube channel. So if you get on YouTube, just type in, let me try and refresh. That. So once you get on YouTube, just search for, okay, I think it's coming up. It's coming up. Okay, thank you, Mr. Daniel. Pastor Dan, thank you so much, man of God. I appreciate that. Okay, so don't worry, I will take all your questions. I'm seeing several persons trying to raise up their hand. I know you have plenty other questions, but no problem. We'll take it. So once you get on YouTube, just type Vitae Nigeria on the search box on your YouTube search box there. Just type in Vitae Nigeria there. Vitae Nigeria. See a lot of videos, but I think the one I'm particularly interested is that one we actually did yesterday night, which has to do with the where we talked about the upgraded version of Vitae in terms of how we earn, how we make money now in Vitae, and several other things like that. So if you get on our channel, you are going to see a lot of those videos right there, so you can always watch it. Just type in Vitae Nigeria and click on your search box. It's going to load it all. I don't know what's happening. I think my data, okay, I think it's loading up. Okay, so why that is coming up, so I basically said, okay, today we'll just look at just Vitae share and earn income plan. Vitae as a social media platform is just like Facebook, like you can see right here on my screen. It has the same setup like Facebook, where your friends can post. You can also see recent new posts on people's wall, on your friend's wall. You also can post on your own wall too. Anything I type here, for example, now I can type stuff on this place on my social media, Vitae social media page, and whatever I type now, you can read it. If it's okay for you, you can immediately click on the share button and decide to share it on your own timeline. But the other way Vitae has worked out its own sharing plan is that instead of you just putting posts of people on their social media walls, their timelines, and you like it, you just share it for free. This time around, you don't just do all that for free. You also tend to make money from these shares. So as you share someone's post on their wall and it lands on your own wall, like I did share this post and it landed on my wall. If anybody within my friends list, this my 332 friends list, decide to also share this post and they click on this share and it lands and they click on the share and it shares and lands on their wall, I'm not just going to be um, just going about just doing that alone for free. I'm also going to be earning as they share my post on my wall. As they do that sharing, once they click on share, they are going to be getting debited 10 cents. Out of that 10 cents, it is going to pay me 2 cents out of it. And that 2 cents also it will not stop at me alone. It will also get passed up to 4 persons above me. Like for example, you can say I have 0.01 here from share power. So out of the 2 cents, 50% of it goes to the share power, and the remaining 50% of which is the remaining 1 cent comes to my credit balance right here in my back office. You understand? So what then happens is that if I make a post on my wall, anytime I make a post on my wall, and anybody within my structure, let's say my friends who I possibly invited to Vitae and is also a premium member or an ambassador in Vitae, as soon as that person click on share, it's going to get debited 10 cents from his credit balance. Out of that 10 cents, I'm going to be getting 2 cents out of it, but you'll be seeing me working more with 1 cent because this is what comes into your credit balance. The remaining one goes into your share power. I will tell you what to use your share power for. It's also for you too. I will also tell us what that's for because 50% of that 2 cents divides into two is giving us 1 cent each. So what this means is that the way it has been split is split in 4 levels up, meaning that if you share the content on my wall now, for example, you share my post and it lands on your timeline, I'm going to be getting credited 2 cents. Out of that 2 cents, 1 cent will come into my credit balance, and the remaining 1 cent is going to be going to the share power. Aside that too, because you'll be debited 10 cents for sharing that my post now, my upline also too is going to get 2 cents. 1 cent to his credit balance, 1 cent to his share power balance. My upline too is going to be getting 2 cents, 1 cent to his credit balance, and the other 1 cent to his share power balance. His own upline at the 4th level above him also too is going to be getting 2 cents, 1 cent to his credit balance, and the other 1 cent to his share power balance. So I now looked at it that, okay, what's the best plan? How can we make this something serious? Like, how can we start making good income from this alone? That's when I now thought about it that, okay, instead of us just allowing our account go to red completely, like we just feel, okay, since we're all waiting for public launch, let's wait until public launch, then the big money will start coming in through the Guardian Matrix and the likes like that. I felt, okay, instead of us waiting for that, why don't we find a way of maximizing this share power earning with our existing 3x8 purpose matrix team structure? Because I know some of us have grown our team structures deep down. Let me just show you some practical example of mine. For example, I know I have up to like 4 levels because, from the share power earnings, you just need 4 levels. You just need to work with just 4 levels in your team. And for my own status here, I see that, okay, my level 1 already has 3 members there, 2, 9, level 3, 21, and the level 4 already 20 members. So that means even with these 3, 9, 21, 20, I can start making good income from the sharing activities that we do on Vitae on a daily basis. And how does that work? That works from this structure. Don't forget where I started off from, that the share earning power is like a 4-level income generating plan, meaning that you pass it up 4 levels. But anytime you share someone's post and you get debited 10 cents, that 10 cents is distributed, in 5 ways. 5 levels. The first level, I don't like counting it because it's just like the creator of the post will definitely get credited 2 cents. So, but the remaining 8 cents gets passed up 4 levels. That means the upline of the creator of the post gets 2 cents. The upline of that person gets 2 cents. The upline of that person also gets 2 cents up to the 4th level above. So I now looked at it that, okay, we can then use this format, this arrangement now to start creating good income for ourselves on a daily basis. And before you know it, we might be making close to $300, $400 from this. So if you are now upgrading with $200, you won't feel it because you're actually making good money also on a daily basis from this plan. So that's where I now looked at this our existing 3x8 purpose matrix team structure can be maximized very well. So as we are earning from the purpose matrix, you can also be earning from this share income to sustain your upgrade and also to sustain yourself on a daily basis, pending when the full activity will keep up, after the public launch. So this is how I work it out. First of all, whoever is on top of it, like let's say you can start your own, share and earning plan structure with your team right from now. How do you do that? All you just need to do is create a post on a daily basis. How do you create a post? You just go to your social media wall, your social media page, come to this section, type something, create a post. This is the best time. Let me just write something. This is the best time to go in serious income. If you open, you are just done this. So the minute I do this post, I make this post on my wall, for example, now. See, it's right here on my social media page. You can see on my Vitae wall is already there. So what this implies now is that immediately I do this now, if anyone within my structure, within my 3x8, let's say my first level 3 persons on my first level decide to just share this post and they click on the share button 10 times just to share this post, that means this my post now is going to be landing on their own timeline 10 good times. 10 good times. 10 good times. So let me say I want to share, I'm not going to share my own post, so let me just close that. So once they decide to click on the share and the post gets shared 10 good times, I'm going to instantly get credited 10 cents, 1 cent times 10, which is 0.10. So if, let's say, for example, these 3 persons now that are on my first level, on my purpose matrix, decide that, okay, Mr. Yinka, let's start building this. Let's start working this together as a team. Let's start creating activities around this every day. Possibly we just create a time, maybe it's 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or early in the morning, we want to be doing the activity. Just come online together and we create a WhatsApp group for ourselves. Say, okay, everybody, let's join up. So the first 3 persons, once I make a post, they go there, they click on this share, they share it 10 times. Once they've done that, immediately that 10 times clicking is shared by the 3 persons, I'm going to be getting credited 30 cents instantly to my credit wallet balance. So, and immediately the 3 of them does that. That post that was shared 10 times now is going to be appearing on their own their Vitae social media timeline, just like it is. Just like the same way I posted, they'll be seeing it like this on their own wall too. They'll see something like this right here. It's going to be showing like this on their own wall too. You understand? So you see something like this. So once it's right here on their wall, their own 3 each also too will just go ahead and also share this same post. And just click on it again. You share it from their upline's wall. You share the post 10 good times. As soon as they click that, this is just an activity of, let's say, 2 to 5 minutes in a day. Okay, might just 2 to 5 minutes activities in a day, you can be making this kind of income. So immediately the 3 downlines of my first 3 also does that. Once they click on that share 10 times, they are going to be getting credited 30 cents each. That means my first 3 downlines now will be seeing 30 cents credited to their balance. While I, as the upline, it's a 4-level deep structure. Why being on top that started the post creation for that day will get another 10 cents times 9, which is 9 cents. So what then happens? Immediately that happens, the 3rd level persons to pick it up from the timelines of the 9. They pick it up from here. They also share it 10 times each. Immediately they do that. the third level persons, the third people on that third level also too, each one of them for sharing that post, those people on my second leg will get 30 cents each. Those on the first level get another 90 cents credited to them, in addition to the first 30 cents they would have gotten. While me, I'm going to be getting 27 times 10, which is another $2.7. So it would have been on the timelines of these, third level persons within my structure. So immediately these fourth persons too, which is likely going to be like 81 persons, also share this post now. We're going to be having this scenario happening now in this instance. So that means once those 27 persons decide to share, they are going to be getting, sorry, once the 81 persons decide to share it now, the 27 persons that they are sharing from their timeline should be getting 30 cents each. The 9 persons above them will getting 90 cents each. 3 persons above them will getting $2.7 each. While I am going to be getting, $8.1, credited to my credited balance. So with this plan, this is how it's going to look like. You are going to be on top, like on top of your structure, your 3x8 structure, right there as the big boss. All your own work and responsibilities to make sure that every morning you create a post. Once you just make it enticing, make it something good, so that by the time it starts getting shared, people can pick something from it, people can learn something from it. It can be an article, a motivational post, or stuff about Vitae, something about the earning power of Vitae and stuff. Like once you create that, your first 3 pushes it out. Immediately they do that, you are going to be getting, the creator of the post will get 30 cents. Immediately that happens too, your 3 level 1 downlines also too will earn 30 cents plus 90 cents plus $2, which is $3.9 each. I mean, if we all do this activity down that 4 levels, that means first level 30 cents to the creator of the post, 90 cents to the creator of the post, $2.7 to the creator of the post, and $8.1 to the creator of the post, which gives him a total of $12 daily. And the good part of it, the good part of these activities is that it's not, the earnings is not just limited to the creator of the post alone. Okay, no problem, sir. The meeting is being recorded, so you can always catch up with it. We'll post the recording also to at the end of this meeting now, groups. So this is an income plan that cuts across from level 1 to level 3. In fact, from level 1 to level 4, as far as everybody is doing that sharing activities, everybody will keep earning. So let's say the creator of the post is going to earn $12. The first 3 persons on that level 1 also too, if that post gets shared up to 4 levels, you're going to get $3.9 each. The 9 level persons that are possible on the level 2 will get $1.2 each, while the 27 persons on the third level will get 30 cents credited to their balance each. So you will now be left to the last 81. So what happens? That means these 81 persons still need to get at least their 3. Once they get their own 3 also to sharing that post on their 81 walls, so they will also get 30 cents credited to them. These people will now graduate to 90 cents. These people now graduate to 2.7. Will graduate to 1.2. 3.9. These people here also to move up to the stage of the $12 daily, and on it continues like that. But you can only earn up to 4 levels deep following this structure. So the way we are going to likely do it is that every one of us, to get started in this, we need to start adding ourselves together as friends on the Vitae social media platform. I think Mr. RJ and his team started something like that yesterday night. They created like a register for themselves. So you would send a friend request to somebody, the person adds you as far as the person is within your structure. Once the person within your structure here, then once that person becomes your friend, the person will be able to see your post. Your post, once he clicks on share, the post will be able to land on his or our own wall. From there, their own downlines will be able to see that post, also click on it and share it. And that activity continues to go on a daily basis. This is something that if we can work together as a team to do this consistently every day, we can be making at least minimum of $10 to $20 every day from these activities. So it's just a matter of saying, okay, as a team, are we ready to go? Yes, we are ready to go. Okay, let's start adding ourselves together on the Vitae social media platform. We start from the top. There will definitely be somebody from top. Everybody has his own 3x4 structure for this share hand. So that means that, okay, your normal downlines that you are referring to the platform, becoming premium members, would also be the ones that will also participate in this. Their downlines also too, as they are joining them to also participate in this. Everybody participates like that. Before you know it, it becomes a viral thing. Everybody's making money on a daily basis, $20, $50, $100, and on like that as a team. And before you know it, your upgrade will not become an issue again, and everybody will get, will keep getting happy, and everybody keeps getting earnings for themselves. So let me just pause there while we take some questions. I want to believe I'm explicit enough, but from your questions, I will know if you understood what I've explained. So let me start from the first answer I'm seeing here. Atiedu Gladys, please. I've sent you a request to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Yes,
Please, what I would like to know is, supposing the person is not your downline, but likes and share your post, would you also earn from that?
okay, if the person is not within,
Hello.
yes, you will earn. As far as the person is sharing your post, you will earn from that.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, please just give me 5 minutes. Let me put on the generator so that my battery will be off. I would check back with us. Just give me like 2 minutes. Let me just on the gen. All right. Sorry for that break in transmission. It's this power thing. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to I think I'm having some other hands minutes up. Mr. Oh, sorry. I saw Mr. Moruf raising up his hand. Let me just find him again. Okay. think he has lost his own audio too. I think he has lost his own audio too. So let me see. Any other person? Let me see. Okay, I'm seeing some posts here. Okay. If an upline already has the required number, is it not better for him to assist them with new registrations? That may come across his way or put in another way. How can the upline assist down into a well, that's you can discuss with your upline as regards that they can assist. But the way the structure is laid in Vitae is that we can refer 20 persons, I think, in a month on the link, and you can then use that. So again, since most accounts are expired, how do we share without any? Okay, yes, to do this sharing, definitely everybody needs to at least have a minimum of $1 times 30. That's like a minimum of $30 in the account. So I don't know. I think some person's account have already got into the red zone. So that means you might just need to fund so that this can work. I think Adibi we knew will have even started this like since last month, so that your account won't go to the red now as it is. You understand? So, but it's still good if we all can decide that okay, we want to work it, or if your team is ready to work this out with you, then it's something that is just a matter of people finding funds, put it in their account within a space of like how many days they will have recovered whatever amount they used to fund, and everybody keeps enjoying it all the way through like that. Joy, I've seen somebody. Yes, Madam Joy, can unmute yourself.
And three or eight.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I want to ask is, since there are a lot of persons now, some of them they just get into the system, they just registered, and they only have their first level, but they don't have second, third, or fourth level. So I can search one entry share power.
But the three, the six.
Hello.
If I get your question, well, you're saying
someone just registered in the system.
Okay.
They have gotten their first three.
Okay.
And they have not gotten the second, the third, and the fourth level. Okay. Can such a person entry share power?
Yes, like that person, if his three consistently share their post, they'll also be getting I think that should be like 30 cents every day to share them. But I usually advise that for you to actually start up stuff like this, so that it won't look like it's just only you that's making the money from the share. It will also be good that they also have like their three too. At least if we have like 1, 2 levels filled up, like first three, the three being their three, to become easy. So if they are sharing, their 9 is also sharing, you'll be making at least between, that should be like $1.2. Your first three also to be getting like 40 cents. You understand? So I advise we first of all, anybody who's doing that should at least have the structure in place already in the office side, so that it won't be something too burdensome for them.
Okay. It's okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's see if there's any other question. Please just ask. We can start. Okay, I think Mr. Moruf is back, but I think his audio is not yet back. I can't see. I don't think his audio is back yet. So let's see. If his audio is back, we should be able to hear him, but I don't think his audio is back. Any other question? Any other question? This meeting is recorded, so we're going to have it posted on our YouTube channel so that we can. Okay, Mr. Wali, thank you so much, sir. It's nice having you around tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make a general appeal before I ask my question. My general appeal is that I can understand why people are very agitated when they hear some people mention how much they are making, and it's more or less like they are not making anything. So it could be somehow curious for anybody wanting to, that has invested as much as maybe $230. But or the angle from where or from which I look at it is this. If we want to set up a proper business, I don't think $230 is enough to set up a business that we have to employ somebody, that we have to pay for electricity, that we have to do so many things. So even if we have to pay 230 at the first registration, and over time we are still investing $200 for the next 3-4 months, personally, I would look at it that it's still going to be a very, very lucrative. Why do I say that? So that every month I get my upgrade done. So yeah, if we already have it at the back of our mind that over time we are going to make this a big thing. I am somebody that, I mean, where I am restricted. I couldn't go to anywhere to maybe canvas for anybody. And interestingly, most Nigerians that we have here, maybe at one point in time or the other, they have been scammed. So when you talk to them on phone, they are like, oh, okay, I would think about it. So nobody is apparently interested. And at work, when I speak to some of my colleagues, they are like, oh, okay, we will look at it. So it's quite a thing that people don't want to jump into, except when they begin to see something. But I have understood, because like I mentioned to one of my friends, I said, I have been in a business that I have lost some huge amount of money. I'm not talking about $200 or something like that. Within 11 minutes, sometimes in June last year, I lost 12,000 euro within 11 minutes. So, and I didn't die because of that, because I always know that the much risk that you're able to take in life, eventually it will pay off. I'm not somebody that will back off because of maybe one frustration or the other. No, I never like to take no for an answer. I am interested in just looking for a way to get through. So I want to encourage every one of us that are on this platform. If you are yet to register or you are afraid of anything, there is no point to be afraid of anything. If there is anybody that is so hard pressed, I am making a commitment this evening that I'm ready to give, like the amount that the person needs to either upgrade for 1 month. I can't sponsor more than one person. But I am volunteering to sponsor one person just to make sure that, okay, you get through the next upgrade. Because the way I see so many things, the opportunity that is in this is quite humongous. It's something that I'm looking forward to. I am not bothered if I have to be putting some $200 aside every month until there is a public launch. So that is the aspect that I just want to talk about. My question is, there are some of us that probably, I have at a point find you, Yinka, sorry, to add you as a friend on my list. And I just want to think that it is possible to look for one another and just add one another to our friends list.
Yeah.
And when we share, are we getting a kind of the share from that? If you are my friend, though I'm not directly under your structure, but I mean, as just a friend, if I share on it, am I getting anything? So that's my question.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, first of all, for that charge. In fact, I've been seeing your posts also too in the group. It's been quite encouraging. That's to tell us that at least you've also done your own personal research on Vitae, and for you to be talking convincing like this, at least it goes a long way, to encourage somebody else too that is feeling that, okay, no, this is not something for them or what have you. So I really appreciate you, sir, for always standing in and always encouraging others to in the group. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So to your question, if somebody who is not within your structure, or if you share like my home post now, I'm going to end for that, but you won't end for that. You will
Okay.
only end when, as soon as that my post lands on your own timeline, if somebody also to on your own friend list also shares that same post, that's when you will end.
Okay. Okay.
You understand, sir? Yeah, so that is just a link
That's
between the
brilliant.
share. Yeah, so there must be somebody on your own friend list also to ready to share that post. As soon as that happens, you will get something back also too from that share activity.
Okay, yeah, but like I said, if there is anybody that is seriously hard pressed and just want to make a complaint about not having enough to pay for the next upgrade, I can only sponsor only one person. I'm available. You identify the person, get in touch with me. I get the wallet address of the fellow, and I transfer the Vitae to the person.
Thank you so much, sir. That's quite laudable. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. I will get in touch with you as soon as I get anybody for that, sir.
All right. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, I'm seeing Madam Joy's hand up again, so let's go.
Yeah, Mr. Yinka, you can hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, please, I want to know the ambassador that just finished speaking. May I know his name?
Okay, his name is Mr. Wale.
Mr. Wale?
Yeah.
Wale who?
Trying to check his surname. Mr. Wale Akinyade, that's his name. Mr. Wale Akinyade.
Okay, Mr. Wale Akinyade. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just want to know because this kind of a meeting is very, very good for us to like know ourselves and at the same time to add our colleagues in our own friend list. So that is the reason why I want to know his name.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you very much.
You also see him right here on Zoom. You can just drop him a private message just in case possibly has some questions.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I don't know if you have any questions. So let's make it general now, even if it's not about the share and end. If you have any other question about Vitae, please just ask. Let me check also. Let me try and check the chat box for those that are here. For those that are right here, if you have any questions about Vitae, please feel free to ask. Oh, my guy is in the house. Okay. Oga, welcome, sir. I've unmuted you, Mr. Rosa. Let's roll. Are you there, sir? Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. I've unmuted myself. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, boss. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for this timely meeting. I just wanted to add one or two. Now the reality is before us to really stay active in Vitae. You did mention a while ago that if we had known this share and earn, we could have started it long before now. That's if we ever envisage that the destiny team will be removed. But having said that, I think we should create a WhatsApp group as well where there will be a synergy for downlines, so that we can begin to add ourselves. Right now, the way things are, some of the accounts are showing red. It's only if those premium members are willing to upgrade before this share and end stuff can really work effectively for our collective goal. So I don't think how that will be possible for some people. Some people will benefit from it, while some will not. I want to also commend Mr. Wale for his kind gesture. It tells you that he believes in this vision. It tells you that he have really, studying how Vitae works and there's future in it. Seriously, we just have to overlook the reality that's before us, and keep on pressing on, keep on moving on, because at the end of the day, we'll be happy. And I want to make one thing clear to everybody: whether your account is green or red, your position is not missing. Your position is still there. So we all have the options to keep our accounts active, so that by the time they eventually launch, we'll benefit from from all the necessary points of earning in Vitae. So that's my take this evening.
Okay. Thank you so much, boss. I really appreciate that. I think our boss is also here in the house, Mr. Pat. Don't know if he has one or two things to say too. Please, we are still open for questions. This is just an interactive forum. Any question you have, you can just pop up and ask. Mr. Pat, are you in the house? Since you okay, all right. So I want to believe we've understood what we talked about, and for just like to add to what Mr. Osam talked about during while he was rounding up his speech. Then in Vitae, once you are an upgraded member, you are an upgraded member for life. Your position is not lost. So even if you are seeing red now, that doesn't mean you have been blocked. Like I think in our group earlier today, we're having a back and front argument as regards, sorry, I wouldn't want to call it arguments. Is it like a discussion about it that, okay, if now that my account is red, does that mean that I've been blocked? Does that mean that I'm not going to earn again in Vitae and stuff like that? No, that doesn't mean you are not going to earn again in Vitae. What that basically means is just that for now, you will not be able to earn from the purpose matrix structure. Why? Because you are not active. Your account has gone red, so you are not active. The only income you can earn now in Vitae based on the current standing of your account is what we call sponsor commission. And I think yesterday also too, I was also able to show some of us that attended a particular section of our back office, which is called the frequently asked question. A lot of us don't read this section, and 100, let me say like 80%, 90% of everything I've learned so far in Vitae is from this section. A lot of us don't read it. A lot. In fact, I think most persons don't even know this section exists. You understand? And this question has been very, very much explicitly answered from your FAQ section. And what's the question? If you go right here under upgrade, what are the advantages of joining SRW as an upgraded? SRW here means social reward network. It is just like, the earning platform of Vitae. That's what it means. What are the advantages? Click on it. You're going to see all the relevant information related to it. It's going to come up here. Upgrade and become a pioneer during our beta phase. Upgrade and support the Vitae vision. Gain access to the creation of groups and pages. Other features will be added in future that only upgraded members will have access to. The advantage of being an upgraded member during our phase gives you the opportunity to build before public release. Get access to invitations linked to build your team. That's one of the major reasons why every one of us actually upgrades our account, and also too because we are going to be well positioned to start making money as soon as the team goes fully public. We are already in the system. So anybody joining in massively by then, all those free users are going to be falling in large numbers, filling the garden matrix of already upgraded members of, those of us that are already in the system now. Whether you are red or green, doesn't matter. You earn from your garden matrix, whether you are red or green. You understand? So this is the question: what happens when I upgrade my account? Okay, no, I think it's actually here. What if I'm not able to renew my upgrade subscription? This is now the question. So let's read the answer together. Look at it. all positions, look at it, all the positions are held in the purpose. Your position will not be lost if you fail to renew your upgrade. You will not receive commissions of the purpose. However, you will continue to receive sponsorship commissions from your team. So you can see the only thing that affects you once your account becomes ready is this blue place that I've just underlined. You will not receive commissions of the purpose. And who are the people that actually receive commissions? They are basically people who refer. You understand? So you're a passive person. You just joined just because you want to take your position. You want to be on top. And you've done that with your upgrade. For life, you are already in the system. You are already an upgraded member as far as the system is concerned. That's why I said all positions are held in the purpose for life. So the only thing you tend to lose anytime your account goes red is that you will not receive commissions for that month. So that means if you have a downline and the downline is possibly green and the downline is upgraded and you're supposed to get like $67, you are not going to get it. The only thing you get is the commission, that is sponsor commission of 25 cents on that. So, but that you've lost your position, no. I'm trying to see something here. By upgraded members, you mean people that have registered with $200? Yes, that is the premium member. That's what I mean by upgraded member. So what we are basically doing now as upgraded members is that we are just getting ourselves ready for public launch. We are just taking our position before the public launch happens. And this public launch can happen anytime from now. All the signals we are getting from our uplines, you discover that we're having a lot of more Zoom globally now in Vitae. The question you should ask yourself, why is this thing coming up like this? Why is it that people are now doing Zooms virtually on a daily basis? We see global leaders calling out. I think like today alone, Mr. Axelstein has done 2. One of the other top leaders too, Mr. Prashant, has done like 3 Zoom meetings today, and they keep doing that virtually on a daily basis. Why? Because very soon it's going to go viral. Once the public launch happens, Vitae is going to go completely viral. So you'll be seeing millions of free users popping into the platform. And where are the free users going to be landing? They are going to be landing straight in what we call the garden matrix. And how do you end from the garden matrix? As soon as all your garden matrix starts filling up with all these free users, they are popping up, you are going to be earning $344 in multiples. In multiples, it can be several times a day. That in garden matrix, there's nothing like red in garden matrix. It's going to always be green. It's only in purpose you tend to see red. You understand? So as soon as that happens, you'll see that all these your units are getting filled up. PM 525, 125, 625, 3,000, $344. You just see them getting filled up because it's going to go viral. Everybody wants to join a platform, the recent and the most new social media platform that they can get rewarded with $344 for just registering and bringing other free users to the platform without paying a dime out of their pocket. You understand? So, and as these free users start getting their $344, the first thing, the system is going to also be alerting them that please become a premium member. So as they are earning their $344, they can from that $344 become premium members and they jump into the purpose matrix. And when they are coming to the purpose matrix, they are coming to the purpose matrix of their sponsors or whoever invited them. So immediately you are going to be seeing a lot of activities happening. As in fact, as an upgraded member and your account is ready up to the public launch, and public launch happens, let's say tomorrow, free users start popping into the system, they are loading up, your garden matrix is getting green. In fact, from your first $200, it's going to just go straight to reactivate back your account back to green. Once that happens, you start earning full commissions also on your purpose, and your garden matrix earnings continues again, continues to pump in, and on like that. It continues like that on a daily basis. So we have something huge in our hands. Like I don't really know how to explain it again, but we all need to start, going through a lot of all this presentation, start attending a lot of all these meetings so that we know that what we are having here is not a child's play at all. Mr. Wale, I'm seeing your hands up again. Can you unmute yourself now, sir?
Okay, thank you. I saw somebody made a question or it wasn't really a question per se. It was less like the person wasn't really feeling comfortable with some things, and the person posted it on the group chat, the ambassadors group chat as well. Yeah, the thing I just want everybody to just try to understand is that there is no point in being negative at this point. Please, I mean, let every one of us just take some time. Don't let us be in a rush. It's just an appeal. The person that made the post actually was complaining that, yeah, at the time that they were probably informed about the Vitae, that this much information were not given out, that it's not just now that they are getting to know. Just think of you wanting to probably open an account in a bank, and it's a fixed deposit account. Fixed deposit account doesn't just yield interest the same day. No, if it's going to be for a certain period of time, you wait until maturity of that time before you can say, okay, what I thought I would get, I did not get. Then you might begin to have, and yeah, let every one of us just be patient. I know I can understand the feelings that, okay, you have not been able to know that you have told a lot of people. When you were telling people, please, people that you want to recruit or that you want to sign up, don't tell them straight away that, okay, in 2, 3, 4 days, you'll be making so amount of money. No, that wouldn't be the right thing. And I'm not sure, I wasn't there, how or what actually got you convinced that, okay, you want to do this thing. I don't know. We have had Umana cases in Nigeria, and every one of us know how it collapsed. So if anybody is going ahead to tell you that, okay, in the next 3 weeks, you are going to be making $1,000, I mean, if anybody come to me and say that, I would tell the person, sorry, I am not interested, because it's not get rich quick. And I think when the meeting was held in Nigeria, I wasn't there, to be honest, but I want to be sure that you were told that it's going to be a get rich quick scheme. No, if that is what we are looking for, if it's too good, if it sounds too good, definitely there is some catchy something behind it. So, and I have had several of us that attend the meetings that we felt like, okay, yeah, we've been told straight away that it's not a get rich quick a thing. So let's wait for some time. If you tell somebody that, okay, in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 months time, you will see where you belong. Let anybody that wants to join, let them join. If they don't want to join, yeah, it's left over to them. But you that are positioned yourself, know what you are going to get in the course of the year, because somebody that join free are definitely going to be different from those of us that pay to join this scheme. That is the massive difference. So if you give like, okay, a period of like 5, 6, 7, 8 months that, okay, my deposit is going to start yielding, if you can afford to go ahead and get some more people to add to your group, fine. If you cannot, like it's been said, at one point in time or the other, you'll be having some drop down from people that are joining, and your purpose matrix might be filled by one person or two, and just be patient. That is just my appeal. Sorry for ranting if what I'm saying is like ranting. Sorry about that.
It's quite understandable. Thank you so much, sir. I've also been trying to, bring people to understand these times, but it seems as if everybody's mind is already made up on, okay, maybe from the way they got talked into Vitae, because I know even right from beginning, the first time I heard about Vitae, and somebody, my upline then, which happens to be a Ghana, was telling me that yes, you are going to be making $6,000 every day, $5,000 every day. The first thing I asked him was how, because for my background in online business, this is not my first time of doing online business. So if somebody is telling me that I'm going to be making $1,000 every day, my first question to him is that how? If you can't explain the how, sorry, I'm not ready to be part of it. You understand? So when he explained to me, I understood from what he explained that, okay, there's something called guardian matrix, there's something called the purpose matrix and all that. So I I was asking him some other technical questions like, okay, how would that fuel up to start giving me 6,888? He said, okay,
Yeah.
there's going to be a public launch. After the public launch, and I said, okay, I think I'm getting you now. So that already prepared my mind ahead. Though the way he was trying to convince me then was not too professional in the terms that he was just saying, go and borrow, go and bring this. In fact, we have a lot of persons who agreed with him on that because a lot of them came into the system, borrowed money, thinking that, okay, by January ending, the public launch will happen and they will be able to make back the money and pay back. You understand? So a lot of different kind of misinformation from the beginning. So that's what I think is psychologically affecting a lot of persons because it's not easy when you tell somebody that, okay, in the next 2 months, you're going to make $1,000 and the 1 month, 2 months is going to 2, 3 months now. You've not made any dime out. It's going to be so much demoralizing. So I think that's what a lot of persons are going through. But I think on our team side, we've been able to manage it and we'll keep doing that. You understand? But the fact that they've had all this kind of negative infos in the past is actually affecting a lot of persons, which I don't blame anybody for. That's why every now and then at least we'll always try and still correct, try and still readdress it properly so that people can know. This platform is definitely going to make you rich, but it's going to be over a period of time. It's not going to happen in 1 day. It's not going to happen in 1 month. You understand?
No.
Except, okay, if possibly the public launch happens possibly by tomorrow, but nobody knows the date now. So I can't tell you now within the next 1 month, 2 months, no. Until when there's a date. It's after the day we can now start saying, okay, once the public launch, in fact, once the public launch happens, let's say tomorrow, you don't expect to make all the money from tomorrow. The system will still have to grow. The system will still have to develop. There will be people that will also need to, those of us that are active are still the people that will bring in more free users. Those in India will bring in their free users before this activity will start picking up for us to start making this serious money. People need to understand that business doesn't grow magically. It grows with a process, a period of time. You understand?
Exactly.
I understand the background of everybody. So me and you, thank you so much, Mr. Wale. We'll keep trying to appease them or talk to them that this thing is going to happen, but it's not going to be immediate. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's a period of time. And that's why we do tell them it's a lifetime business. Just like you have started your own social media business, and Facebook now that is 15 years old didn't start making money from the first day. In fact, Facebook cannot claim that making that kind of huge revenue they are having today within its first 2-3 years. No. In fact, they started picking up after the 5th, 6th year when people started knowing that, okay, people are referring their friends, referring some things about, you can chat me up on Facebook. Okay, you don't have an account open. And all these things happen after some years. It's not immediate. You understand? So people need to learn all these things, but we will keep doing our best to educate, keep doing our best to train, and I know with time everybody will understand. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate this, sir.
Okay, no trouble.
Boss Pat, I've unmuted you, sir.
Yes, okay, good evening. That was a wonderful presentation, and I really want to appreciate everyone who are on this call this evening. Well, having said all and having heard all what you said as well, I would say you actually said what was on my mind. But the most important thing for us to do right now is to look ahead. Okay, one confidence that I have with Vitae being our brand is because I wouldn't sleep today and wake up tomorrow morning to hear that Vitae has crumbled or it has shut down. Because it is just as good as saying you wake up, you sleep this morning, tonight, and you wake up tomorrow morning and you hear that Facebook has shut down. The question is why would they shut down? Okay, because this is a social media company. This is not an investment scheme. It is functioning in tandem or the same way as every other standard MLM company should operate. Okay, and I want us to look at this, that since we already know that the business of the 21st century is network marketing, in as much as Vitae is a social media, it has a network marketing aspect inculcated into it. That is just a boost for we that are like pioneers of this platform to be able to set up what we call generational wealth for both us and our kids and even the children yet unborn. Can you imagine how much those who supported the dream of Mark Zuckerberg are worth right now? Can you imagine how much they will be worth in the future? Well, think about you in that place of those who supported Mark Zuckerberg, because that is the same position you have right now to support the dream of Mendy Zickman, which is Vitae. I am not so much in a haste or in a hurry to make a difference, but I am so much motivated because I know a difference is going to be made in this industry in a couple of weeks and months to come. For me, the public launch is everyone's dream, but Vitae currently is my dream because of the level of confidence and certainty I have in the vision of this company. Okay, because you have a lot of things out there. You have a lot of schemes out there. Every day you have different schemes coming out. But Vitae is not a scheme. This is a proper business model. And until we appreciate what we have, then we will never be contented with what is on ground. Believe me, if you give your all in this and remain focused without having a mind that is not certain about this opportunity, in few weeks, your life is going to change. Okay, we've been in this industry for years. We've seen it all. Personally, I have seen it all. Mr. Yinka, I've seen it all. We've been partners in this online business space since 2007. Now calculate how many years we've been together. Okay, no matter how juicy a program must have been, we've known how it all ended up. No matter the one, as a matter of fact, it is most times the projects people do not even see the potentials in that ends up becoming the best. Okay, and we do not follow the crowd. It is that project that looks or sounds somehow. That is where we always pitch our tent, and it has actually worked for us thus far. And we believe that with Vitae, for as many that work in this vision, build their team. Of course, network marketing, it's about networking, sharing the vision of this company with as much as you can, not begging them to join, but letting them know your opportunity at hand. And it is their decision to make. There is no how you talk to 10, 15, 20 people that everybody is going to say no to you. It's impossible. At least you will definitely get a yes. But even if you keep getting no, someday those people who said no would realize that this was an opportunity that they should have been part of from the beginning. And they would ask you, is it still late for them? Is it too late for them to join or whatever? You know, so I want us to keep our faith alive. Vitae is here and it's here for us. This is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Lelo?
Yes,
and
sir.
just because you are already positioned, okay, because you're already positioned alone, whether your subscription finishes or not, your
Doesn't
position,
matter.
nobody is taking your position away from you.
Yeah.
Yes, you just take it as an investment. Someday in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, that account will come back alive. And imagine the number of referrals you must have gotten as spillovers. So let nobody be discouraged. Your account and your position, nobody is taking it away from you. Even if it takes 3 months for your account to become active again, it still doesn't matter. Think about the future, not the immediate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Just before you go, I was just trying to give an example of I'm just trying to just compare this also to like what happens in cryptocurrency. Last year, I and you, we bought one token. That should be, was it September or August last year?
Okay. Yes.
We bought the token for 10 cents as a last year, and we forgot it. We woke up to looking at it that coin has moved up to at least, I think it's way over $10 now as we speak. And the downside of that coin is that we can't even get access to it until after a year. So
very true.
Look at Vitae as something like that you just did. You just did an investment in January and you're expecting to reap the reward by December. Definitely, that's true. Values are not going to be the same, especially for a project that has a future, a project that has good plans on ground. This is not a project that we don't know the owner. This is not a project that the owner is hiding somewhere. But this is not a project that
paid actors.
You understand? You can feel it from Mendy's talk almost every now and then. When he shares the vision, when it talks about the vision, when it talks about, in fact, tonight is going to be doing it almost every Tuesday and Thursday. It's always out there sharing this image just to tell you that this thing is not something that they want to just come, pack people's money and run away. You understand? So I want you
Yeah.
all to get settled down. Just relax your mind. Even if your account is red now, that is not to say that you are out of the tape. It's just telling you that you bought your shares. Your shares is stock is already in a fixed place, the fixed deposit, which is going to be maturing at a particular period of time. And in terms of Vitae now, after the public launch, we expect the maturity maybe 2-3 months after public launch, and you start seeing your account back to green. You start seeing you making 100, as much as you want on a daily basis, and everybody, gets happy, and we keep moving on from there. So I want us to understand that this is a period of building. It's a building stage. It's when all the foundation, the windows, the doors needs to be fully solidified, because you can't say you want to call people to come and jubilate with you or celebrate with you about the opening of a house that the roof is not is not completed, or let's say the door is not yet fixed, and you are calling people now to start celebrating, you are throwing party. Once they come, the first thing they will ask, okay, what of the door? You understand? They will start asking you questions. Just the same thing too is what we are experiencing in Vitae. Vitae is putting the doors, putting the windows, ensuring that the foundation is well laid, ensuring that the glasses, everything is well structured, so that by the time it throws the party, that okay, everybody come and see, our house is ready. They won't say, your door is not fixed now, your window is not fixed now, and all that. So let's be motivated, let's get encouraged. Let's not allow destiny matches that has gone start. No. The system had to do that because it's important that it is done. And that's what will keep the system sustainable for an extremely long time to come. You understand? So I don't know if we have any other contributions from anyone before we wrap it up, because I know Vitae's the CCO's meeting is going to be coming up very soon. So I won't want us to drag this meeting more than 7:30, so that we can have 1 hour to rest before that meeting. Any other thing, any other comments, any other suggestions from anyone? Let's see. Yes, and let's always try to attend Zoom. A lot of us don't attend Zoom. A lot of persons don't even understand. Even when you do offline meetings, you see 1 or 2 persons. People don't understand. You understand. So, and you begin to see people getting some kind of informations that are wrong, that are not coherent with what is being said. You understand? Like we've seen a lot. Thank God Mr. Wale said, Mr. Party said, we've seen a lot in our WhatsApp group today. Somebody will just come up from somewhere and say, they told me this. And where did you get this from? Who told you this? Who told you all that? You understand? And these are information that shouldn't just be thrown about all around just because people want to get referrals and all that. So it's important we all attend meetings. Let's attend Zoom sessions, both the ones with ourselves, the ones with the foreign. Like I know Mr. Osam now has attended close to like 2 Zoom meetings today. So you don't need anybody to tell him that Vitae is working. From what he's hearing, what he's seeing almost on a daily basis, he already understand. So, but if you don't understand, if you don't attend these meetings, if you don't ask questions, if you don't discuss in groups, how will you know? Can imagine tonight now, I'm just showing us a particular section of our back office right there in Vitae, which is called the frequently asked question. A lot of persons have not visited here before. A lot of persons has not visited here before. And 100% of, in fact, let me say like 85-90% of the questions you will have in Vitae is already covered here. It's already covered in this frequently asked question, but you don't know. You just log into your account to see if there's money there. There's no money there. You log out. And we don't grow in business that way. Imagine your offline business now. You just open up the shop. You don't know about your product and you're just putting it there. And somebody says he wants to buy. You don't even know you have the product in your shop. You can't go far. And that's what builds up together as a team. Thank you so much for being a part of this meeting tonight. We're going to have another session tomorrow, but this time around it's going to be in the night around 8 p.m. so that we can have a more fuller house and can discuss at length more better together with ourselves. Thank you so much, everybody that's been on this call tonight. Mr. Wale, Madam Joy, Mrs. Gladys, I think she asked a question before she left, Mr. Moru, Madam Yol, Mr. Osam, Mr. KC, Mr. Gide, Mr. Isaac, Mr. Eto, Mr. Gio, Mr. M.M. Musoro, Mr. Ezek Kassim. Thank you so much for being a part of this meeting tonight. I appreciate every one of you. So tomorrow night we'll make it. I know we should have a more bigger and fuller house. Thank you so much. Have a great night rest. Please, if you can, meet up, join us at the CCO's meeting by 8:30. We'll post the link also to our group. Thank you. Good night.